Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 2 Resurrected video. Today I'm gonna show you the Druid in two budget builds or two ladder starting builds that you can start with the new season and with very low gear. And first of all is the Summoner. We're going over the gear first. We're using a Hustle Crystal Sword for the Fanaticism aura, which will greatly help our summons. You can also use a Spirit Sword, gives you plus to the skills. You can also swap it out, use the Spirit to create all your summons, and then use the Hustle after they are all on the field. Or swap with your second weapon slot. We just have a quarterstaff here for the teleport charges because it's really nice to teleport around. If you want to know how to shop one of these, there's a link in the description below that leads you to one of my videos where I give you the explanation how you can get the teleport staff. Also, we have a lore helmet with plus to skills, is very important for this build. Then some rare amulet with some resistances and plus druid skills. A Littlest Wall with an Amrune, you don't really need the Amrune here. You also can use a Spirit Shield, for example, or a Rhyme Shield will also be good for beginning. But Littlest Walls are not really expensive. They bring plus to skills and also a good amount of faster cast rate, which is not super important in this build because after you summoned everything, there's not really much that you can or will cast. So plus skills is more important here, or maybe Magic Find, like a Rhyme Shield. Splendor would be something in between, has plus skills and Magic Find. Smoke Armor for resistances. Sarus, just some boots with Run Walk and resistance. Some ring with stats on it, again faster cast rate isn't super important, but it's convenient to have it. Then Sash with some resistances. So for rings I would also recommend getting like nail rings or something with Magic Find. And then Mage Fist that give you faster cast rate plus fire skills. Again, not super important. You can actually swap a lot of this gear for more Magic Find gear because you're basically not casting very much. That brings me to the skills. So what are we actually casting? We have all our points in the Summoning, 20 in the Ravens, 20 in the Spirit Wolf, 20 in the Direwolf, 20 in the Heart of the Wolverine, and the rest of our points in our Grizzly, which would go up to 20 if we were a higher level than 85. You can go like a point or some into Shockwave if you are inclined to do so and want to be more active in the fights and can help out your summons with some Shockwave. That is absolutely possible and it's absolutely viable to do so. You know what? Let me just do this right here and show you. Let me go here, here, here. Pretty easy. And for the stats, I just saw enough strength to equip the gear, which is, I guess, 80 or 77 for the Dusk Shroud right here, and the rest into Vitality. There's nothing really else that you need. So for your mercenary, you really want a Might Mercenary to boost up the damage of your summons. You can also go with like double Lawbringer Mercenary from Act 5 to get the Crapify going, which will really help your summons. Or if you have a Reaper's Toll for this mercenary, it would be even better because then you combine Might Aura with Reaper's Toll's the Crapify. We have an insight right now because we are resembling a budget build, and I think Reaper's Toll is not really budget if you are new in the ladder, because a lot of people want that. But at some point there's a lot of Reaper's Toll and it's pretty cheap to get. Tarushas and Treachery, again this could also be a Smoke Armor, this doesn't need to be like super high gear. Alright, so let's get into some gameplay. Since I ditched all my summons right now by re-speccing, I'm gonna equip the Spirit Sword right here, just to re-summon everything once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grizzly and the Heart of the Wolverine. And then the Hustle. That looks pretty nice. Might Aura, Hustle Aura, Heart of the Wolverine Aura. And then let's see how it goes. Teleport Step is very useful to get the summons where you want them to. And you just, you know, wait. Let me quickly change this here so I can take the bear and the Shockwave. So I can actually support my summons. Oh, there's no monster here. Great. And stun everything. Right now the stun length is 3.4 seconds, which is alright. I mean, I don't have anything else to do, right? I cannot stun unique monsters or bosses, but I can stun everything else. Alright, that's a nice drop. Whoops. And you got Behemoth's Rebuke, which is barely... I mean, it's not a leech shield, but it's kind of cool. Because you get a lot of chance to cast stuff when you're struck, which you don't really want to be, but also has a high all resistance and the plus damage, so it's not bad. Not a lot of use cases in late game, but still nice find. Like here, for example, and I can stun the non-leads. Also, look out for the Heart of Wolverine to resummon it. It dies fairly quickly. Not the most exciting gameplay, but it gets the job done. If you're just starting out, this is also a great build to level up with, to level through normal, nightmare, and hell. Again, not super quick, but it will eventually get you there. And again, you can swap some of this gear for magic find gear to have a better chance at magic items. But other than that, there's also the next build I want to show you is the Fire Druid. And this is pretty easy to build as well. We just put the same attributes here. Put our Spirit on because we don't need Hustle anymore. And you put all your skills onto the left, the most left skills on your elemental. And then you're already done. Just need to see because we want this maxed out and then that's it. Still need 4 more points to max it fully, but these are all the synergies and all the skills that we will be using, and there's no next hit delay in between them anymore. So this will be awesome. Let's see, where do we want to put this? Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. Sorry about that. Alright. And we can go back in immediately. Don't really need to swap the gear. And you will see this is way more powerful and faster. And this is nice about swapping like this. You can immediately see the differences. And we have the same gear, we just swapped out the Spirit for the Hustle. Which we actually also used in part. We really need some poison res, huh? They're getting like some serious damage. I'm not really good at fire Druid actually, I'm just spamming everything. Just pressing every button as soon as it's ready. That's my strategy here. But it works, as you can see. And yes, we need cannot be frozen again. We just, you know, trotting along if you get frozen, which is annoying. I do think the highest damage spells here are Volcano and Fissure. And before the latest patch, you couldn't use them in the same time because they would because of next hit delay, they would cancel each other out. So if like Volcano does damage, it needs like, I don't know, a second or two until something else can damage. But this got fixed. Downside is you are somewhat limited on where you can farm, since we mainly do fire damage. We have some where is it? We have some normal damage, like physical damage, like right here, but it's like around 75% fire damage and maybe 25% physical damage also from Armageddon, so it's kind of a pain. So you need to find your spots where there are no fire immunes. For example, also here in the Spider Forest, you can farm the Arachnid lair. If I recall correctly, I haven't been here in some time actually. I think there are no fire immunes, or were there no cold immunes? Maybe I misremember, but so far we are good. I think there are fire immunes, because I remember like it was Stony Tombs for the fire druid and not Arachnid lair, which was unfortunate because Arachnid lair is right by the waypoint. And I think it's the red spiders that are not always here. Wow, got a lot of damage here. Anyways, there are some spots, and depending on the terror zone, you can actually start farming there and get your Fire Thunder Charm. The natural progression would be next, like something that reduces the fire resistance of the enemy. For example, a Flickering Flame. Oh yeah, these guys are fire immune. So you can see, not really dealing great damage here. Need to put my Armageddon back on. But, I mean, we can do it, right? With Volcano. It's actually not as bad as I would have thought. Also, Mercenary helps out, of course. You can also consider Holy Freeze Mercenary here, since the Amite Aura is still nice for the Mercenary itself, but other than that, it's not buffing anything else. So to showcase a little bit more, I'm gonna go into Stony Tombs again. You can also farm the cowl level fairly okay with a fire build. But Stony Tombs is actually nice because it's in level 85 area and most of the monsters are very low HP. They hit fairly hard though, so just gonna use my teleport staff right here. There are a lot of elite groups on your way up to here that you can also farm. Downside is on battle that you always have to find the Stony Tombs first. So keep that in mind. On single player it's actually a bit better because you always know where it is and you try to find or get a map where it's always close to the town. And actually spawn Stony Tombs very close to the exit of the lane. Oh my goodness, once again I am frozen. Fun fact, the less cold res you have, the longer you're frozen. Let's get to the super unique. Oh no, a frozen boy. Small charm. Want the strength? Well, no thank you. That's a lot here. Again, I'm just pushing all the buttons. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. But there you go. These are two of the Druid builds that you can start out with. There is another which is like Hurricane Tornado. Don't really know if it's good enough though for starting out. We can take a brief look onto it. So let's do this here, and then we have this one, and wait, yeah, like this. Let's heal our boy, and we can take another look at Stony Tombs. So you're dealing now mostly physical damage, supplemented by some cold damage from Hurricane. Problem is we need to be up close, which might pose some problem with low gear. Damage wise we are actually pretty good. As you can see, we're getting a lot of damage here. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. So you really want your resistances to be maxed out, maybe even some damage reduction from like, well, ideally like something like Storm Shield. I know like Spirit is the way to go. We also need more faster cast rate, but like some big defensive item that will help you keep alive. So that's why I think the Fire Druid is more safe. And you're starting out and trying to find some gear at first, but later on you can, of course, use a Tornado Druid, which is very, very great build. And yeah, this is the Druid for the Let Us starting builds. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel to get more videos like this. And I'm gonna start the new Let Us Season 5. I'm gonna do some live streams and I'm gonna do some highlight videos. Hopefully we have some highlights, but I'm fairly confident that we will. So if you want to see some of that, do stick around and I will see you in the next one. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.